Hi, I'm Chad with Move for Guitar. This lesson is from our series Guitar Chords. In this lesson, I'm going to show you how to play a movable minor 7 chord. So I'm going to break this lesson up into two parts. In this first video, I'm going to show you the chord, explain it to you, show you how to play it. In the next lesson, I'm going to show you some cool tips and tricks that you can use to really spice up the chord and make it more interesting. So be sure to check out the second lesson after you finish this one. First off, if you'd like to get the diagram for this chord as well as the jam track that I played with at the beginning of this video, you can click the link on the screen and it'll take you to a place where you can download that for free, and that should really help you out as you're going through these lessons. So first thing I want to say before you take this lesson is that you should already know how to play bar chords. I'm not going to go into how to properly hold bar chords and all of that. You should already be able to do that. This is just building off of bar chords, the basic bar chords. So make sure if you haven't taken any bar chord lessons or you're not comfortable playing them yet, there's a link in the description that'll take you to a lesson that I have on how to learn bar chords. So what I'm going to show you in this lesson is a movable minor 7 chord. And movable just means that you can move it anywhere on the fretboard and the shape's going to stay the same. The way you hold it's going to stay the same. It's just wherever you move it, it's just going to be called a different name. So I'm going to start with a D minor bar chord, D minor 7, excuse me. But you could take this same shape and move it anywhere. If I moved it down here to have my first finger touching the C on the 5th string, that would be a C minor 7 bar chord. Move up a half step, that's a C sharp or D flat minor 7 bar chord. So it doesn't matter, I'm just starting with the D minor 7 bar chord, but this shape, once you learn it, it can be moved anywhere. You just have to know where the root note is, and then you have that minor 7 bar chord with a new root name. So here's a D minor 7 bar chord. And this is just one voicing of a minor 7 chord. There's a bunch of other voicings. This is one of the most common, so I think it's a good one to start with and probably one of the easier ones to play. And if you know how to play bar chords already, if you know how to play the A minor bar chord shape, this will be really easy for you to learn. So if you know how to play the A minor bar chord shape, you would hold that starting on the 5th fret, which is where your D note is on the 5th string, and you would start with this shape. That's your D minor bar chord. To make it minor 7, all you do is remove your 4th finger. So now that's a D minor 7 bar chord. So all it's doing is moving this note, this D note, down a whole step to the C note, and that's your minor 7. So we go from D minor, D minor 7. So like I said, if you know this D minor bar chord, which is the A minor bar chord shape, then it's really easy to play the D minor 7. You just remove your 4th finger. And I'll go over the fingering with you anyway, just to go over it with you and make sure you're completely clear on it. So you have your first finger is barring in the 5th fret, and it starts on the 5th string. So you're playing the 5th string on the 5th fret with your first finger. And then your 3rd finger is playing the 4th string on the 7th fret. And then your first finger is barring again, so it's playing the 3rd string in the 5th fret, because your first finger is barring there. So any note that's not fretted above it's going to get barred and played with your first finger. So you have your first finger playing the 3rd string, 5th fret. Then your second finger is playing the 2nd string, 6th fret, and then again your first finger is catching the 1st string on the 5th fret. So your first finger is playing the 5th string, the 3rd string, and the 1st string in the 5th fret. That's where it's barring. It's catching all those notes, and then your 2nd and 3rd finger are playing the other 2 notes. And just like the A minor bar chord shape, you're leaving out the 6th string, so you just mute that the same way you would with the D minor bar chord. So with the D minor 7, you're just muting the same way. You're muting the 6th string just by lightly touching up underneath the 6th string with your first finger. You don't bar across all the strings with your first finger. You're only barring starting from the 5th string down through down towards the floor through the 1st string. So that's a D minor 7, and like I said, you can move this anywhere. This is where your root note is, so right now I'm playing on a D, but if I moved it to a C, that would be a C minor 7. If I moved it all the way down to here to a B flat, that'd be a B flat minor 7. So if you know the notes on your fretboard, you can play this anywhere and know what it's called. It's always called a minor 7. You always hold the same shape, and it just moves, and then your root note changes. So whatever the root note is, that's the name of the chord. So I'm on a D, so it's a D minor 7. Be sure to check out part 2, where I'm going to show you how to really spice this chord up, give you some tips and tricks to use to really spice it up and make it more interesting. So you can click the link on the screen and watch that. Also be sure to subscribe because we add at least one new lesson every day.